Hi everyone, it's Tamara here, and I am the owner and founder here at Chase Dance Company, and I'm here with some students today because we are going to show you tips and tricks on how to get really flexible legs. So we're going to be walking you through an amazing stretch series that focuses on the quads, hamstrings, and all of your lower body so we can work towards getting those really nice extensions. So let's go ahead and start parallel, and we're gonna roll it down with our heads all the way, 2, 3, 4, hold it there, 5, 6, 7, plie, bend for 1, all the way bend and stretch. Make sure you're nice and warm before you stretch, plie, bend, and straighten, 2 more, plie, bend, straighten up, plie, bend, stay there, open the legs into second position, just hang out here for a few seconds. While we're in this pike stretch forward, you want to think of really shifting your weight forward in those toes and lengthening in opposition, so pressing up through the hips and down through the feet as well, so you can go deeper into those hamstrings. Grab those ankles and plie, bend, straighten it up, pull your head through your legs, plie, bend, straighten it up, pulling your head through your legs, plie, bend, straighten it up, and plie, bend, and straighten. Beautiful. Go ahead and have a seat on the floor. Take those legs out in front of us. Reach it up to the ceiling, nice and tall, and pike stretch forward on the floor here. Hold it there. Pressing the backs of the knees down into the floor. We're just gonna hold this stretch for a nice long while. Point those toes, Mila. While we're here, go ahead and flex those feet. Grab the tops of the toes with those hands. Press the backs of the knees down into the floor. Close your eyes and breathe, relax. And slowly roll it up. We're gonna do that one more time. Reach it up to the ceiling. Stretch it all the way forward. Point those feet, Mila. Get those ankles together. All the way down. There we go. I know when you guys move your feet like that, it's uncomfortable. And flex the feet, grab the toes. This is already feeling so much better though. I used to feel like resistance. It's going away. And slowly roll it up, beautiful. Let's bend one leg off to the side so we can go a little bit deeper and stretch it forward, nose onto that knee. While you're there, go ahead and stretch that foot as well. Shape the foot with your hands. Back of the knee on the floor, close your eyes, breathe. And slowly roll it up. We're gonna switch to the other side. Nose onto that knee. Close the eyes, hold it there, relax it over. And slowly roll it up. Feet together into that butterfly. Nose in your toes, walk it forward. Straight arms out in front of you if possible. Holding it there, stay. You feel it, Sarah? And open up into those straddles. Keeping the backs of the knees down into the floor. Stretch it over to the right, hold it there. There we go. Squeeze that leg. Go ahead and flex the feet. Hold it there. You're gonna get a whole different flex or stretch. Flex it. Squeezing the legs. And point the feet, bring it up. Stretch it over to the left with pointed toes. Pressing the backs of the knees down into the floor. Careful not to cave your shoulders. You wanna keep this open as we're stretching to the side. And flex the feet, staying there. And bring it up, stretch it over to the right, point those toes. Place your elbow onto the floor, open and spiral the chest to the ceiling. Pointing those feet. And bring it all the way, twisting it forward, nose onto that leg. Feel free to hold these as long as you like. And bring it on up, over to the other side, to the left, point those toes. Elbow onto the floor, drop, spiral up to the ceiling. Really opening the chest, opening the shoulders, and bring it up, twist, nose onto the knee. Don't forget about this second leg. Let's wake it up. Stretching takes time. It's not something that happens overnight. It takes months. You have to do it every day. You have to be consistent. And roll it up, walk it down the middle. Your goal is to get your belly button flat on the floor. Hold it there. Let's really point our toes as hard as possible while we hold the stretch for 10, 9, squeezing those legs, 8, 7, squeezing your glutes, 6, 5, 4, point those toes, 3, 2, now stay there, relax the feet. See how it feels different? Stay there. And now flex the feet, staying there, squeezing the legs. See how that feels different. Toes up to the ceiling, so we're rotating in those hips, using those glutes. And slowly roll it on up. Beautiful, bring those legs into your chest. Feet in front of you, knees together. Go ahead and grab the back of that right leg. Lift it up, extension stretch in a seated position, pointed toe. So try to stay as flat back as you can, nice and tall. There it is, pointed foot, hold it there. Point those toes, Valerie, get your knees together. Let it go, arms up, come to high fifth, hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, and lower. Grab the left leg, pull it up. Keep those knees closed together. Try to sit up nice and tall. And let it go, hold it there. Arms come to high fifth for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice, let's go ahead and slide down onto our left side. We're going to bend these knees into a tabletop position. We're going to grab the inside of the right leg. So we're gonna stretch that extension stretch up to the side. This is an easier beginner way to stretch your olecicone extension. So we can actually bring this knee here. We're gonna keep it bent. This is a little bit easier. But we want that bottom knee to be in line with our torso and keep that bottom leg bent. And if you have a teacher to come and help you, this is a great way to hold this position and help your students stretch. Really squeezing that leg, making it nice and straight. Beautiful. And sit up onto your bum, swing those legs around. Let's go to the other side. So let's line up that supporting knee in line with our hips and grab the inside of that left leg. Pull it up to your ear, hold it there, stay. Good, and sitting back up onto our bums. All right, let's go ahead and cross our right foot over our left. We're gonna go into a box stretch. This one is, what's the word? Undervalued, underestimated. This is the best stretch and so many people forget about it. So we're gonna make a box with our legs. We're gonna cross this top leg over as much as possible, ideally like right by your ankle. Then we're gonna make sure this bottom leg is out and even, not tucked in tight. So we're really trying to make a nice squared off position here. Yep, and then we're gonna bring this one a little bit more forward. Try to get both hip bones on the floor. So we're gonna cross here, there, get this knee on the floor, keep this hip on the floor, and then we're gonna try to drop that knee. Do you feel it? Yeah, you can see a lot of them are tight in their hips right here. So cross this foot all the way over that knee, open this bottom leg. Valerie is gonna be the only Gumby one here. If you are flat and squared like this, go ahead and walk those hands forward, Valerie, and we're gonna stretch it there. Do you feel anything? A little bit? Okay, good. So if you are like this, that's okay. She's feeling it, I'm sure. Yeah, in your rotator, in your hip flexor, in your glutes. Hold this stretch. Go ahead, Valerie, walk those hands out. Hold it for 10. Wow, you guys are really tight in your hips. 9, 8, 7, good, Sarah. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and switch feet. Left goes on top of the right. So see. Again, this is such a good one and so many people forget about this one. There we go. So this one's a little bit better. Hold it there. If you're flat, go ahead and walk it forward. I'm gonna cross this one a little bit more and bring this one out a little bit more and then drop that knee. So you're tighter on this side now, I can see. Hold it. Good, Valerie. It looks like we're not doing very much, but it's sore. And shake it out. Awesome. Let's go ahead and go into our right lunge. Let's turn to this side, please. We're going to come into our right lunge. Hold it there. Squeezing that back leg, knee off the floor. Pulling that right hip back. And straighten it up into triangle stretch. Again, really working on getting these hips even. So pulling that right hip back. Try to keep your legs as wide as possible to where your heel is still getting, and your calf is getting a stretch in the back of this back leg as well. So slide this back leg out a little bit more, Sarah. There we go. That's better. That's where we want to go. And then we're stretching there. And back down into that lunge. Drop the back knee onto the floor. We're going to reach with our opposite arm up and around and grab that foot. Pressing the pelvis forward into the floor. Another tip, you want to make sure that your knee does not go past your foot. So if you need to shift your front leg forward more for you to sink your pelvis down, then do so. You don't want to put any pressure on your knee like Valerie over here. That's okay, I'm going to fix you. We're here to learn. We're going to shift this foot out a little bit more. There we go. So that way this knee doesn't go past those toes. Drop the back knee, push it back, straighten the front leg. You can sit all the way down onto your leg, or you can stay like Surrey here, whatever works best for you. If you are flat, make sure your knees are together. And we're sitting all the way down and nose is into that knee. Let's go back into that lunge. Dropping the back knee, tucking the toes, both hands onto the front leg. So we're dipping deeper into that left hip flexor here, lifting the chest up to the ceiling. Scooping up those deep lower abdominals so we can go into that hip flexor. Good, go ahead and place your hands on the floor. Turn out that front leg, elbows onto the floor. Stretching it there. Can we tuck our bottom leg? Get the knee off the floor. So we're gonna tuck our toes. Just like Sarah here, perfect. Go ahead and tuck those toes so we can get our bottom knee off the floor. Ada, look at Valerie right here. Drop, actually stay there. Go ahead and releve your front leg so you can go a little bit deeper. Releve, stay over that big toe, don't sickle the foot. And turn to face me into your side lunge. Perfect, so when you're in your side lunge, your extended leg, your knee and toe should be looking up to the ceiling. You should be pressing back into that right knee. And shift it over to the left, side lunge. Hold it there. Get a little stretch here. And shift it into that left lunge. And straighten up into triangle stretch. Squaring the hips off. So fix these hips. And try to keep those legs as wide as possible. Good fix, Sarah, good. And back down into that lunge. Drop the back knee on the floor, grab it with that opposite arm, which is going to be your left arm. And let go of the foot, straighten the front leg. We're gonna shift all the way back, stretch it forward, nose onto the knee. If you are not feeling anything, you are not going far enough. Hold it. Squeeze your knee. And back into that lunge. Go ahead and drop the knee, hands onto the front knee, hip flexor stretch, dropping the pelvis as far forward as you can, lifting the shoulders, pulling the lower abdominals in, lifting the shoulders so we have a slight back bend going on. Good, and hands onto the floor, tuck the back toe, knee off the floor, turn out the front foot, drop it down into those elbows. Hold it there. Releve that left leg. Really squeeze this back leg, make sure it stays nice and straight. Heel down onto the floor, turn it into your side lunge. Shift it over to the side lunge. Turn it into your right lunge. We're going to push up into a tendu into that left leg. So we're in a tendu position. Stretch it up into a pitch stretch. So we're going to lift it up and hold. Stretch that bottom supporting leg. And place the foot down. Go ahead and turn over to the other side. Pitch stretch on the left. So if anything, you're going to be feeling this in the supporting leg, the bottom leg. Squeeze that knee, hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake it out. We're going into extension stretches. The easiest way, if you are more on the beginner side, we're going to go ahead and bend both of our legs. We're going to hug our right knee into our chest from here, keeping both hip bones on the floor. Grab the back of that leg and extend it up to the ceiling and hold it there, pulling it into our nose. Pull. I find that keeping this bottom leg bent is going to help keep your hips nice and even and squared. Hold onto this leg and flex, plie, bend for 1. And extend, exhale, pull it closer. Flex, plie, bend, inhale, and exhale. Keep your hips on the floor, plie, bend, and exhale, straighten, carry it to the side. Grab the inside of that foot. Go ahead and straighten the bottom leg. So we're doing our extension stretches on the side. Careful, you don't have to twist your arm here. Just hold it there. Get this knee nice and straight. Straighten the bottom leg. Don't forget about that one. Don't forget about your bottom legs. And bring it back to the front. Bring your leg back up to the front, arms out to the side. No hands, little circles for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna reach out from the hip and then lower the leg, bending both knees. Grab that left knee into your chest and extend it up to the ceiling. Hold it there. Keeping both hips on the floor. Straight leg, hold it there. Sore, feeling it. And flex, plie, bend. And stretch, pull it to your nose. Plie, bend. And go, pull it. And plie, bend. And pull. And plie, bend. Pull it to your nose. Grab the inside of that heel, carry it to the side, straightening the bottom leg. Stretching that leg out to the side. So we're gonna grab the inside of this heel, work that knee, point that whole foot, hold it there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Arms out to the side, bring it back to the front. Little circles for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower both legs up to the ceiling. Open into that straddle stretch. Keep your bum on the floor, hold it there. So ideally, take time, hold this for a good 30 seconds. And flex, plie, bend, and straighten it out. Flex, plie, bend, and extend it out. And flex, plie, bend, extend it out. And flex, plie, bend, and extend, hold it there. Awesome, go ahead and come on up. Let's turn to face the front. We're gonna go ahead and slide it into our right split. So we're gonna take our right leg forward, split stretches. We've done all of our extensions. We've done lunges. So your hamstrings should be feeling warmer and ready to go. Go ahead and slide into that right split when you are ready. Hold it there. Everybody's going to have a stronger side and a weaker side, a tighter side and a more flexible side. That's completely normal. Okay, if we had a whole bunch of dancers that were flat in their splits, we could add a whole bunch of things to the split series, but for today, work on holding this, do homework in this position, watch movies in this position. Gotta get nice and flat. Point those toes, Valerie. And switch, left split, hold it there. Slide it down into those splits. Point those feet. See, almost everybody's flat. Okay, everybody is pretty much flat in their left split. We gotta get the right side. Hold it there, close your eyes, stretch it forward, nose onto the knee. And bring it on up. Nice. Let's go ahead and roll onto our stomachs. We're gonna go into a diamond position here. So this is gonna help open up those hips slightly. We're not gonna hold it for too long. Hold it there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. From there, let go of the feet, just open into a frog stretch. Go ahead and push yourself back just slightly so that your hips are in line with your knees. So we're really getting into that groin position more, which is going to help with those middle splits. Good, and go ahead and come all the way up onto our knees, or come out of that position whichever way you can. Go ahead and stand up on your feet. Open up your feet into a second position. Place your hands on the floor. Stagger yourselves, please. Ada, come back. Hands on the floor, we're gonna slide all the way down into those middle splits from this position. So we're gonna drop it down onto our elbows, whatever is comfortable for you. And make sure that your hips are in line with your knees and your feet. So that is your middle split. Squeeze your knees, make sure they're straight. Now it's sore, right? Yeah. Hold it there for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax. Awesome. We're gonna do a few stretches up on the wall to wrap up our stretching routine. Okay, we're coming up onto a wall. If you can find a wall anywhere in your house or studio, we're gonna start by sitting up nice and tall and opening our hips to the wall and holding this position. Making sure that the backs of our knees are down onto the floor and our toes are pointed, our knees are to the ceiling, our toes are to the ceiling. A lot of the times we see dancers rolling in, make sure we're turning out. Hold this for a good 30 seconds. And come on out. The next straddle or middle split that we're going to do on the wall, we're going to lie down. We're gonna lift these legs up to the ceiling and we're gonna open and drop this way. We're gonna let gravity do the help for us here. Make sure that your sit bones are all the way up against the wall. You can do this with pointed and engaged legs, or you can just let nature, gravity, and everything do its work. So you don't necessarily have to worry about pointing your feet in this one, but we do really want to stretch the backs of those knees. And careful not to arch your back either. Keep that nice and flat. Neutral spine. Don't want to hold it too long with the video, but if you're watching the video, make sure you take some time to stretch here and bring it on out. Perfect. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to do our wall splits. So we're going to go ahead and place our feet up against the wall here, hands down onto the floor. Can we keep our right foot forward? Let's take our left leg up to the ceiling first. I believe this is most of your guys' bad side, and that's okay. There we go. So we're working on getting this bottom leg straight. Hold it there, girls. If you need to walk your hands out and come away from the wall like Suri is, that is fine. Straight back knee, pointed toe. Hold it here for 10, for 9, for 8, for 7. Heel on the floor, Ada. For 6, for 5, for 4, 3, 2, and switch. Let's go ahead and take that right leg up to the ceiling. So we have our left supporting leg down on the floor, holding it there. Try to keep those hips squared as much as possible. Like you can see over here that these hips are very open. Hips are very open. If you want, ideally try to pull this hip back, Mila, and square these off a little bit more so we're not just like, hey, I can go really far. It's not about that. Okay, also Ada, let's fix these hips too. It's not about trying to get flat on the wall. I mean, yes it is, but try to keep these hips even. Yes. There, yes, it's stretching that left leg a lot more, isn't it? Yes, Mila, thank you. And shake it out. It's not quite as fun, is it? But That's the right way. Try to keep those hips nice and square. All right, thank you guys so much for stretching with us. I hope you guys feel looser and more mobile, and we will see you guys next time.